Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, and pranams to all of you. Thank you all for joining in for a different time zone today because I just came back. So that's why you couldn't have the session in the morning. So let's quickly start our Krishna book study today. We're continuing from the 16th chapter. So let's offer prayers. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapatakamelam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरदुषे नमः पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम् हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरून् दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यमीश्वरं हरिः ओं तत्सत् गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तडालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः Hare Krishna, dear devotees, and pranams to all of you. Thank you all for joining in. We are on chapter number 16 of the Krishna book by His Divine Grace Abhishekanaravindra Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, which is a summary of the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam describing Lord Krishna's pastimes. We are currently studying Lord Krishna's childhood pastimes where he's killing so many demons, and all of these demons actually represent the anarthas in our heart. So, as we meditate on these childhood pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna, we also meditate and pray that may Lord Krishna also kill all of the anarthas in our hearts, which actually represent demons, which actually prevent us from actually attaining our desired success of Krishna Prema. Right? So we've been reading chapter number 16. We completed half of it. We saw how Kalia had poisoned Yamuna, and Krishna how very wonderfully he jumped from the Kadamba tree. He jumped into the waters of Yamuna. He seemed to be coiled by the serpent for a long time, and that caused great anxiety for the Vrajavasis. And he also discussed how anxiety for the Lord in terms of service to the Lord is always beneficial to us, because that attracts the mercy of the Lord, that attracts the attention of the Lord, and the Lord engages us in more and more service. The more anxiety we want to take for the Lord's pleasure, the Lord will engage us more and more in His services. And then we also saw how Kalia was one demon whom Lord Krishna did not kill. Right? He danced very beautifully on the hoods of Kalia. But then, because the Kalia's wives, the Naga Patnis, were devotees of the Lord, they prayed to the Lord, and in this way, the entire, the poison was removed from Kalia, and Kalia also decided that, okay, I will now go away. I will not stay in Yamuna. So in this way, the Lord killed the poison or removed the poison in Kalia and allowed him to live. And that's what is the avatar of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He does not kill the demons, because in Kali Yuga, the demon and the demoniac qualities and the divine qualities are there in the same person. So if Krishna were to kill, Krishna incarnates as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if he were to kill, then all of us have to be killed, because all of us have both the divine qualities as well as demonic qualities in our heart. So Nityananda Prabhu, right? But still Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could not take Vaishnava aparadh. That is one thing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will never forgive, right? For that reason, Krishna also, we see the pastimes of Durvasa Muni and Ambarish Maharaj, right? If there is Vaishnava aparadh, or even greater than Vaishnava aparadh is Guru aparadh, right? If that is done, then even the Lord will not protect us. Lord cannot protect us. Lord says, I cannot protect a devotee. I cannot protect any person, right? Who offends a Vaishnava, right? We also remember the pastime of Jogai Madai, how Madai threw that bottle on Nityananda Prabhu, and immediately Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who's and what is that? Sango Pangastra Parshadam, Yajnair Sankirtana Prayer, Yajanti Hisu Medasaha. Right? What are his associates are his weapons. That is the Krishna Varanam Tusha Krishnam. He is Krishna only, but he's not come in the complexion of Krishna. He's come in the golden form, in the mode of Srimati Radharani. And his weapons are not Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. His weapons are his associates. Right? So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who's not supposed to lift any weapon nor kill anyone, he also manifested the Sudarshan Chakra. When Madai actually threw that bottle on Nityananda Prabhu, and it hurt Nityananda Prabhu started bleeding, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu forgot everything. Right? So when the Lord sees that a devotee is being put into danger, or a devotee is being blasphemed, the Lord forgets everything. The Lord will never forgive. But when Nityananda Prabhu forgave Madai and reminded Chaitanya Mahaprabhu completely lost everything, because he cannot, because nothing supersedes than the well-being of his devotee. He cannot take it. He cannot tolerate it. He can never forgive it. But when Nityananda Prabhu reminded Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that in your mission, where you've come as in the mood of Srimati Radharani, right, whose appearance is coming up on the 11th of September, in about 7 days, in about 6 days from today. Today is 5th of September. It also happens to be Teachers' Day. Right? We can also express gratitude to all of our teachers, our Vartama Pradarshaka Guru, our Siksha Gurus, our Diksha Guru, who have enabled us to be in Krishna consciousness, who enabled us to be in international study of Krishna consciousness. Right? So, in this way, the Lord Himself also cannot tolerate the blasphemy of devotees. Right? So, except for that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is mercy personified. Right? He is Patita Pavana. He is not Kapata Pavana. Right? If we blaspheme the devotees, if we are pretentious, right, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also will not be able to help us, right? Although he is Namo Mahavadanyaya, he is the most magnanimous, merciful incarnation of the Lord, of Lord Krishna himself. He is also avatari. But then, even in the mode of Srimati Radharani, right, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also will not be able to deliver us if we commit Vaishnava aparadh. That's why we will be very, very careful that we don't commit any Vaishnava aparadh. Right? Why was I talking about all of this? Sometimes we commit a Vaishnava aparadh, but we don't know. That is why we always need to be in the association of devotees who will correct us, who will guide us, who will pray for us, who will bless us. So in this way, even if we've committed some Vaishnava aparadh, we beg forgiveness and then we are reinstated. So here, although Kalia, right, he poisoned the Yamuna river, and all the Gopas actually drank that and fell down unconscious. And Krishna cannot take it. That his own friends, right? Krishna does not tolerate any kind of, whether it is physical or mental or emotional, any kind of inconvenience that is caused to a devotee, Krishna will never be able to take it. So Krishna was very sure he was going to kill Kalia, right? He was dancing on the hoods of Kalia. He was displaying his dance talent and everything, because all of them were saying, No, the Acharyas also explained. Krishna likes to show off, right? He is the supreme Lord, right? So he can, he wants everyone to get attracted to him, and these are some of the ways in which Krishna shows off and makes people get attracted to him, right? That's why he even appears, right? So in this way, while Krishna was dancing on the hoods of Kalia, Kalia's wives, the Nagapatnis who were devotees of the Lord, they actually prayed to Lord Sri Krishna, right? When a devotee recommends to Lord Sri Krishna, then Krishna accepts the prayers of the devotee, and in this way, the mercy is given to Kalia, and Kalia is asked to go away from there. And then the Nagapatnis are so happy; they are so grateful to the Lord for accepting their prayers and leaving Kalia alive. They start offering prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So let's see these beautiful prayers, which are verses in Srimad Bhagavatam, which have been translated and summarized in English by His Divine Grace Avicharanaravindra Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Let's go ahead and read this. The Nagapatnis began to offer their prayers. All right. So devotees can also raise your hands, whoever wants to read. All right. I can see Anusha Mataji's hand up. Please go ahead, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam
Hare
Srila
Krishna.
Prabhupada. Special Teachers Day wishes Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam to all. Hare
The
Yes.
Nagapatnis began to offer their prayers as follows. O dear Lord, you are equal to everyone. For you, there is no distinction between your sons, friends, or enemies. Therefore, the punishment which you have so kindly offered to Kalia is exactly befitting. O Lord, you have descended especially for the purpose of annihilating all kinds of disturbing elements within the world. And because you are the absolute truth, there is no difference between your mercy and your punishment. We think, therefore, that this apparent punishment of Kalia is actually some benediction. We consider that your punishment is your greatest mercy upon us because when you punish someone, it is to be understood that the reactions of his sinful activities are eradicated. It is already clear that this creature appearing in the body of a serpent must have been overburdened with all kinds of sin. Otherwise, how could he have the body of a serpent? You dancing on his hoods has reduced all the sinful results of actions caused by his having this body of a serpent. It is therefore very auspicious that you have become angry and have punished him in this way. We are very much astonished to see how you have become so much pleased with this serpent, who evidently performed various religious activities in his past lives that pleased everyone. He must have undergone all kinds of penances and austerities, humbly honored others, and executed universal welfare activities for all living creatures. The Nagapatnis confirm that one cannot come in contact with Krishna without having executed pious activities in devotional service in his previous lives. As Lord Chaitanya advised in his Sikshashtaka, one has to execute devotional service by humbly chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, thinking oneself lower than the straw on the street and not expecting honor for himself, but offering all kinds of honors to others. The Nagapatnis were astonished that although Kalya had the body of a serpent as the result of grievous sinful activities, at the same time he was in contact with the Lord to the extent that the Lord's lotus feet were touching his hoods. Certainly, this was not the ordinary result of pious activities. These two contradictory facts astonished him. Thus, they continued to pray. Oh dear Lord, we are simply astonished to see that he's so fortunate to as to have the dust of your lotus feet on his head. This is a fortune sought after by great saintly persons. Even the goddess of fortune underwent severe austerities just to have the blessing of the dust of your lotus feet. So how is it that Kalia is so easily getting this dust on his head? We have heard from authoritative sources that those who are blessed with the dust of your lotus feet do not even care for the highest post within the universe, namely the post of Lord Brahma, or the kingship of the heavenly planets, or the sovereignty of this planet. Nor do such persons desire to rule the planets above this earth, such as Siddhaloka, nor do they aspire for the mystic powers achieved by the yoga process. Nor do the pure devotees aspire for liberation by becoming one with you. My Lord, although he is born in a species of life which is fostered by the most abominable mode of material nature, accompanied with quality of anger, this king of the serpents has achieved something very, very rare. Living entities who are wandering within this universe in different species of life can very easily achieve the greatest benediction only by your mercy. It is
Hare
confirmed in
Krishna.
the
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dhanak Pranam. Thank you. So, very wonderful here. The Nagapatnis actually start glorifying the Lord, but ultimately we see that they glorify the devotees, right? Because the Lord is more pleased when the devotees are glorified than he himself is glorified, right? Here they start off by saying, that we are astonished to see how, the Kaliya is able to get the dust of your lotus feet and all. But then they immediately move on to saying, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye mama janmani janmanishware bhavatat bhaktir ahituki tvai. So again they have gone to the qualifications or the glorification of a devotee, that they don't want siddhaloka, they don't want mystic powers, they don't want liberation. What do they want? Mama janmani janmanishware bhavatat bhaktir ahituki tvai. They simply want to eternally serve your lotus feet, right? Janmani, Janmanishwari. They don't even want liberation. They don't even want to go back to the spiritual world. But wherever they are, they simply want to serve the lotus feet of the Lord. Right? And then they are again glorifying the Lord by saying that if a person is able to attain this consciousness, it can only be because of the benediction, causeless mercy provided by the Supreme Lord Himself. Right? We can never qualify ourselves to completely remember the Lord, perform ahituki apratihata seva, unmotivated, uninterrupted service under their lordships without the mercy of the Lord, more so without the mercy of devotees. Right? It is only by the mercy of devotees that we are engaged in the seva. And depending on the consciousness with which we perform our seva, we will get opportunities to perform more and more seva. Right? Someone was asking, right, how do I know, Mataji, that I am advancing in devotional service? If how can we know? The yardstick is we will develop more taste in chanting Hare Krishna. That is the yardstick. That we want to chant more rounds of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We want to hear from a bona fide authority, from our gurus, from our Diksha Guru, from our Siksha Gurus, from Srila Prabhupada. Right? Prabhupada has given so many wonderful lectures which are there in ISKCON Desire Tree, isn't it? The entire first canto, Bhagavatam, all the verses. Actually, Prabhupada has given lecture almost all the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam first canto. When we hear the acharyas prayers and explanation, and of course we read the purports of Srila Prabhupada from Srimad Bhagavatam, then if we have taste for all of this, then we know we are advancing in devotional service. Ultimately, our reading of Prabhupada's books, our performing of deity worship, our offering boga to the Lord, our performing of the Nava Angas of Bhakti, starting from Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Archanam, Mandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam also, right, in this age of Kali, is going to facilitate this process of developing a taste in chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Why? Because Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. Krishna is incarnated, right? In the form of his holy name in this age of Kali, right? So the more we are able to develop taste for chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The more we have the taste to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the more we are advancing in devotional service. So this is the primary yardstick for us to measure if indeed we are growing in Krishna consciousness or not. All right, let's move ahead. Let me share my screen. It is confirmed. Okay, Rajneesh Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji General.
Hare Krishna.
The, the Nagpatnis continued. We
It is
therefore offer
confirmed
our.
in the Chaitanya
Acha, oh,
Charitamrita.
sorry. It is confirmed in the Chaitanya Charitamrita that the living entities wandering within the universe in various phases of life can get the seed of devotional service by the mercy of Krishna and the spiritual master, and thus their path of liberation can be cleared. The
Yeah, so
Nagpatnis continued.
Brahmande Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jiva. Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Latha Bija. It is not only Krishna. It is Guru Krishna Prasade Paya. So we have to always be grateful to our gurus who enable us to remember Krishna, who give instructions how we can always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Without the mercy of Guru, we will not be able to even approach Krishna. We will not be able to perform devotional service. So our first gratitude should be towards our gurus. Right? One of the acharyas also explained that if Guru and Krishna are both coming simultaneously in front of me, and if I can offer only obeisances to one of them, whom should I offer obeisances to? We should offer obeisances to our spiritual master, who is Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Right, this Gurave is not a single guru. Gurave is plural. That means all of our Shiksha Gurus, our Diksha Guru, who enables us to always remember Krishna, to serve Krishna, to never forget Krishna. We have to first offer our obeisances to our Guru, who is revealing Krishna to us. Right? So this the Acharyas explained that if we can offer only to one of them, we offer our respects to Guru. Because when we offer respects to Guru, then Krishna is also pleased. All right, let's move ahead. The Nagapatni is continued.
The Nagpatnis continued, we therefore offer our respectful obeisances unto you, our dear Lord, because you are the Supreme Person who are living as the super soul within every living entity. Although you are transcendental to the cosmic manifestation, everything is resting in you. You are the personified,
Indefatigable.
indefeatable eternal time. The entire time force is existing in you, and you are therefore the sphere and the embodiment of total time in the shape of past, present, and future, month, day, hour, moment, everything. In other words, O Lord, you can see perfectly all the activities happening in every moment, in every hour, in every day, in every month, every year, past, present, and future. You are yourself the universal form, and yet you are different from the universe, from this universe. You are simultaneously one with and different from the universe. We therefore offer our respectful obeisances unto you. You are yourself the whole universe, and yet you are the creator of the whole universe. You are the superintendent and maintainer of this whole universe, and you are its original cause. Although you are present within this universe by your three qualitative incarnations, Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara, you are transcendental to the material creation. You are transcendental to material creation. Although you are the cause of the appearance of all kinds of living entities, their senses, their lives, their minds, their intelligence, you are to be realized by your internal energy. Let us therefore offer our respectful obeisances unto you, who are unlimited, finer than the finest, the center of all creation, and the knower of everything. Different varieties of philosophical speculators try to reach you. You are the ultimate goal of all the philosophical efforts, and it is actually only you who are described by the philosophies and by different kinds of doctrines. Let us offer our respectful obeisances unto you, because you are the origin of all scripture and the source of knowledge. You are the root of all evidences, and you are the supreme person who can bestow upon us the supreme knowledge. You are the cause of all kinds of desires, and you are the cause of all kinds of satisfaction. You are the Vedas personified. Therefore, we offer our respectful obedience. Our dear Lord, you are the supreme personality of Godhead, Krishna, and you are also the supreme enjoyer. You have now appeared as the son of Vasudeva, who is the manifestation of the state of pure goodness. You are the predominating, that is, of mind and intelligence, Aniruddha and Pradyumna, and you are the Lord of all Vaishnavas by your extension as Chatur Bahua, Chaturbahu, Chaturvihu,
Chaturvyuha.
Chaturviha, namely Vasudeva, Sankarsana, Anirudh, and Pradyumna. You are the cause of the development of mind and intelligence. By your activities only, the living entities become covered by forgetfulness or discover their real identity. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter. 15th chapter, the Lord is sitting as the super soul in everyone's heart, and due to his presence, the living entity either forgets himself or revives his original identity. We can partially understand that you are within our hearts as the witness of all our activities, but it is very difficult to appreciate your presence. Although every one of us can do so to some extent, you are the supreme controller of both the material and spiritual energies. Therefore, you are the supreme leader. Although you are different from the cosmic manifestation, you are the witness and creator and very ingredient of the cosmic manifestation. We therefore offer our respectful obeisances unto you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you,
Our
Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So,
Hare
so very wonderful. Here, actually, Lord Krishna is saying, Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sannivishto Mataha Smritir Jnanam Apohanam Cha Vedaischa Sarvair Ahameva Vedyo Vedanta Krid Veda Vid Eva Chaham. Right? So Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna tells this. In 15.15 he says, Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sannivishto. I am situated in everyone's heart as the super soul, as the Paramatma. Right? Matha Smriti Jnanam Apohanam Cha. From me comes knowledge, remembrance, as well as forgetfulness. Right? Vedaischa Sarve Rahameva Vedyo. That means from all the Vedic scriptures, I am to be known. Vedanta Krit Vedavid Eva Chaham. That means I have given these Vedic literatures and I am to be known by all of these Vedic literatures. If someone studies the Vedic scriptures but does not understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then it becomes Shrama Eva Hi Kevalam. Then it becomes useless endeavor. Right? Why? Because if we are studying the Vedic scriptures but we don't arrive at the right purport or we don't arrive at the right conclusion of the Vedic scriptures, then what is the use? Right? Shankaracharya also says, Tadakim, Tadakim, Tadakim. Right? What is the use? What is the use? What is the use of such useless labor? Because we are spending so much of time and energy in studying the Vedic scriptures and understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But if we don't have the mercy of a bona fide guru, if you're not engaging, if you are not applying our material, if you are not able to discriminate between the material intelligence and the transcendental knowledge that is delivered through the Guru Parampara, then what is the use? We'll not be able to understand the Vedas, although we may be studying the Vedas for many years, right? We may be practicing whatever as a study of the Vedic scriptures or hearing about the Lord, etc. Right? But if it does not lead to the transformation in our heart, if it does not generate the service propensity in our heart, right? Devotional service does not trigger in our heart. It does not change or transform our consciousness from Bhoga Vritti to Seva Vritti. Then Tadakim, Tadakim, Tadakim. What is the use? What is the use? What is the use? Like that. All right. So next, who will read? Let's continue. Okay, Maushmi Mataji, go ahead. Our dear Lord, in the matter of creation, and then Sarvabhaumishna Mataji can read. Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam, Mataji.
Our dear Lord, in the matter of creation, this cosmic manifestation, personally, you have nothing to exert by.
Hey, a lot of disturbance. A lot of noise is coming.
Now it's okay.
Yeah, now it's okay. Yes, go ahead.
Manifestation. Personally, you have nothing to exert by expanding your different kinds of energy, namely the mode of passion, the mode of godness, and the mode of ignorance. You create, maintain, and annihilate this cosmic manifestation as the controller of the entire time force. You simply glance over the material energy, thereby creating this universe, and energizing the different mode of material nature which act differently in different creators. No one can estimate therefore how your activities are going on within this world. Our dear Lord, although you have expanding into the three principal deities of this universe, namely Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiv, for creation, maintenance, and destruction. Destruction. Your appearance as Lord Vishnu is actually for the benediction of living creators. Therefore, for those who are actually peaceful and who are aspiring after the supreme peace, worship of your peaceful appearance of as Lord Vishnu is recommended. O Lord, we are submitting our prayers unto you. You can appreciate that this poor serpent is going to give up his life. You know that for us woman, our husband is our life and everything. Therefore we are praying unto you that you kindly excuse Kalia, our husband, because if this serpent die, then we shall be in great difficulty. Looking upon us only, please excuse this great offender. Our dear Lord, every living creator is your offspring, and you maintain everyone. This serpent is also your offspring, and you can excuse him once, although he has offended you. Undoubtedly, without knowing your supremacy. We are praying that he may be excused this time. Our dear Lord, we are offering our loving service unto you because we are all external servite, servitors of your Lordship. You can order us to do whatever you please. Everything being can be revealed from all kind of despair if he agrees to abide by your order. After
Hare
the
Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Very
Hare
good. Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Yeah. So in this way, the Lord is always wanting to please his devotees. His devotees are always wanting to please the Lord. So the Naga Patnis are saying that although Kaliya is an offender to Lord Shri Krishna because he poisoned Yamuna, but yet Lord Krishna actually forgave Kaliya because the Naga Patnis prayed for the well-being of Kaliya. So in that way, the Lord purified Kaliya, but yet he did not kill Kaliya. Right? And what do the Nagapatnis are saying? How can we eternally serve you? Right? So please order us whatever you want, we will do so that you can be pleased. So the Lord is pleasing the devotees by actually doing what they wanted. Although Krishna already wanted to kill Kaliya because he already caused a lot of trouble to the Gopas. But yet, when the Nagapatnis prayed to the Lord was willing to forgive, and he sent Kaliya away without killing him. And similarly, the Nagapatnis also, they were so um, sold out to the Lord that what were they praying to the Lord, right? Although they were also asking for the life of Kaliya, and how did they end their prayer? They ended their prayer by saying, "Oh Lord, how can we serve you? We are your eternal servitors. Please let us know, order us to do what you want us to do, so that we can do that and please you." So in this way, the Lord wants to please his devotees. The devotees want to please the Lord, and that is the consciousness of the spiritual world. In the material world, what will please me? What do I want? That is the material consciousness. Spiritual consciousness means what pleases Guru and Krishna. I do what pleases Guru and Krishna. If that particular activity please Krishna, I will do. Otherwise, I will not do. That is the consciousness of the spiritual world. All right. So let's move ahead. Okay, Sarva Gopeshwari Mataji. Go ahead, Mataji. After the Naga Patnis submitted.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. After the
Pranam.
Nagapatnis submitted their prayers, Lord Krishna released Kaliya from this punishment. Kaliya was already unconscious from being struck by the Lord. Upon regaining consciousness and being released from the punishment, Kaliya got back his life force and the working power of his senses. With folded hand, he humbly began to pray the Supreme Lord Krishna. My dear Lord, I have been born in such a species that by nature I am angry and envious, being in the darkest region of the mode of ignorance. Your Lordship knows well that it is very difficult to give up one's natural instincts, although by such instincts, the living creature transmigrates from one body to another. It is also confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita that it is very difficult to get out of the clutches of material nature. But if anyone surrenders unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, the modes of material nature can no longer act on him. My dear Lord, Kaliya continued, you are the original creator of the modes of material nature by which the universe is created. You are the cause of the different kinds of mentality possessed by living creatures, by which they have obtained different varieties of bodies. My dear Lord, I am born as a serpent. Therefore, by natural instincts, I am very angry. And how is it then possible to give up my acquired nature without your mercy? It is very difficult to get out of the clutches of your Maya. By your Maya, we remain enslaved. My dear Lord, kindly excuse me for my inevitable material tendencies. I surrender unto you. Now you can punish me or save me as you desire. After hearing this, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who was acting as a small human child, ordered the serpent thus, you must immediately leave this place and go to the ocean. Leave without delay. You can take with you all your offspring, wives, and everything that you possess. Don't pollute the waters of the Yamuna. Let me drink my cows and cowherd boys without hindrance. The Lord then declared that the order given to the Kaliya snake be recited and heard by everyone so that no one need fear Kaliya any longer. Anyone who hears the narration of the Kaliya serpent and his punishment will need fear no more the envious activities of the snakes. The Lord also declared, if one takes the bath in the Kaliya lake, where my cowherd boyfriends and I have bathed, or if one fasts for a day and offers oblation to the forefather from the water of this lake, he will relieve from all kinds of sinful reactions. The Lord also assured Kaliya, you came here out of fear of Garuda, who wanted to eat you in the beautiful land of the ocean, land by the ocean. Now, after seeing the marks where I have touched your head with my lotus feet, Garuda will not disturb you. The Lord was pleased with Kaliya and his wives. Immediately after hearing his order, the snake and his wives began to worship him with great offerings of nice garments, flowers, garlands, jewels, ornaments, sandal pulp, lotus flowers, and nice eatable fruits. In this way, they pleased the master of Garuda, of whom they were very much afraid. Then, obeying the orders of the Lord Krishna, all of them left the lake within the Yamuna. Hare Krishna Mataji. That's the end
Hare
of the
Krishna.
Bhaktivedanta.
Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport, the 16th chapter.
Krishna
Krishna
subduing
subduing
Kaliya.
Kaliya.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Jai Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai. So very wonderful narration of this pastime where Krishna actually, Krishna actually forgave Kaliya, right? Following in the prayers of the Naga Patnis that they wanted that their husband should be purified yet not killed, and Krishna did exactly that, right? And also very wonderful here what Prabhupada mentions here. Prabhupada is saying that the Lord assured Kaliya that he actually had come here to the Yamuna because of fear of Garuda, right? But then seeing the lotus footprint of the Lord on the head of Kaliya, right? Lotus print is there because the Lord danced in ecstasy on Kaliya, isn't it? So when Garuda sees this, he will not disturb Kaliya at all, right? So similarly, whenever we have the mercy of the Lord, right, that is always as a shelter for us on our head, then there can be no influence of material nature on us, right? There cannot be. Here also it is spoken that that anyone who hears the glories or this Kaliya Leela, right, Kaliya Damana Leela by Lord Sri Krishna, he will also be protected by he will always be protected from enviousness, right? Of snakes and also envious people. Such people will not be affected by the enviousness of others, right? So in this way, any association with the Lord, right, whether it is the Lord dancing on someone's forehead, or whether the Lord is dancing on someone's tongue. How can we make the Lord dance on our tongue? Every day we have the opportunity where we can make the Lord dance on our tongue, simply by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We can make Lord Sri Krishna, Radha and Krishna actually dance on our tongue, and in this way we will eternally be protected. Daivi hayesha gunamai mama maya duratyaya mameva ye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. Krishna himself says, very difficult to overcome the three modes of material nature. Of course, we will nityayato vishan pumsam sangasteshu bhajayate. As we see the objects of this material world, we do get attracted to these objects of this material world. One way to dovetail everything is to utilize that in the service of the Lord. That is one way. Whichever object we are attached to, right? If we like to work on the laptop, then what do we use? We use the laptop to log in on Zoom, prepare PowerPoints, with Radhashtami bhajans, meditation on Radhashtami, right? If we like to sing, we sing the nice Vaishnava bhajans. If we like to dance, we do various dance forms depicting Lord Krishna's pastimes. Now, if we like to speak, then we glorify Lord Sri Krishna's pastimes. If we like to whatever is our propensity, right? If we like to eat, then we eat only Krishna prasadam, right? So in this way, whatever is our propensity, we simply dovetail it in the service of the Lord, and in this way we attain the Lord's mercy, right? And the best way to attain Lord's mercy, the best way to surrender in this age of Kali, Mahameva ye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. Krishna says, surrender unto me, and then you will be able to easily cross over the three modes of material nature. And how do we surrender to Krishna in this age of Kali? In this age of Kali, Kali Kale Namarupe Krishna Avatar. Krishna is incarnated in the form of his holy name, and the holy names of the Lord are even more merciful than the Lord himself. And it is non-different from our association with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If Krishna were to sit in front of us, how would we chant Hare Krishna? That is what is actually happening, where Krishna is sitting personally in front of us, because Krishna is non-different from his holy name. Right? If Krishna is sitting in front of us, would we look at the mobile and chant Hare Krishna? Would we talk to somebody and chant Hare Krishna? Or would we be completely absorbed in the holy names of the Lord, in focusing on the lotus form of the Lord, right from the lotus feet to the lotus face of the Lord, right? So we'd be completely absorbed, and that is the kind of absorption we want to bring in the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When we realize that the holy names of the Lord and the Lord himself are non-different. So with this, we complete chapter number 16 of the Krishna book. Tomorrow is Friday. So we will continue with chapter number 17 of the Krishna book. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Radha Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Jai Jai Shri Radhe Sham. Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Srila Gurudev ki jai. So there are no hands up. I believe there are no queries. Thank you very much. We'll meet you all at 5 a.m. Indian Standard Time for the most auspicious Brahma Muhurt chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay, Anusha Mataji. One rule is there to ask questions in our sessions. That means without darshan, no queries will be taken. So you have to give us your darshan, and then we will take your query. Yes, Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. How can I serve you? You need to unmute yourself, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, please forgive me. I just wanted to, if you can accept my most humble obeisances, I just wanted to make a parrot, just cut, copy, paste one verse which I learned from Hari Parshad Prabhu. So he said you can lovingly offer it to your Siksha Gurus. So please can I offer this verse for you, Mataji?
Mataji, I'm just doing a little bit of service.
No, this is a verse which Hari
I'm
Parshad
really
Prabhu composed for all the worshipable Vaishnavas, just like for Vancha Kalpatarobhyascha. If not for you, at least for each one of them in the call, can I offer this, Mataji?
yes, please do.
Yeah. So, शये वृद्धौ चये विष्णु पादं नैव जहत्यहो ते मे पूज्यतमायूयं वैष्णवाद्विजराजवत्. I was very inspired after hearing this verse, Mataji. I was reminded of you. So Prabhu was mentioning that just like Vishnu Padam is like sky, and Vriddhi and the waxing and waning of the moon, how it always happens in the sky. Like that, devotees always have Vishnu Pada, Krishna's foot in their mind, whether it is prosperity or decline or depleting of anything. They never forget Krishna. So we beg the mercy of such worshipable Vaishnavas. That is what Prabhu said, and I was immediately reminded of you, Mataji. So how every
That is
Brahma
so nice.
Muhurta and after every class, every purport, you constantly remind us of Krishna, and you always get that into our heads. So I'm really sorry, Mataji. With purest of intentions, I wanted to dedicate this to you. Please accept this humble offering. Hare Krishna. And this is for each one of you in the call, begging all of your blessings. Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Thank you so much for this wonderful meditation. We can all offer it to our Shiksha Gurus. It is by their mercy that we are able to understand and repeat their words, so that we can advance in devotional service, inspire each other, and progress in this path of Krishna consciousness. Thank you, Anusha Mataji, for this wonderful meditation. We can meditate on this, expressing our gratitude to our Gurus. When we are grateful to our Gurus in all situations, whether of happiness or distress, then the Gurus are pleased when we follow their instructions in all circumstances. And when the Gurus are pleased, Krishna is automatically pleased. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudeva ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Then pranams to all. Hare Bol.